Hey everybody, my name is Ross. That is Lauren. Welcome to our Sunday vinyl video. If this is your first time with us on the channel, please make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell. All three free things that you can do that will help out the channel. Plus, you get something out of the deal too, because every single Sunday we have a new vinyl video. Every Thursday we have music topics that we love talking about. And then on Saturdays, we have ye old reaction videos. So those are always fun for us. So having said that, if you are a Sabrina Carpenter fan and you love this album, you're going to love everything we have to say about it. I think almost everything we have to say about it. If you're not a Sabrina Carpenter fan, stick around and listen to what we have to say about this, because I think there's a lot of good stuff here. We don't do a lot of reviewing of the actual album on the channel, like the contents of the record. Just because, like, I feel like if you're a regular viewer of the channel, or if you're a fan of the artist, like, you already know what you're getting. But we sometimes start off with a couple of notes before we get into our usual things. I will tell you that I was in no way, shape, or form against Sabrina Carpenter. I just hadn't heard anything by her. Like, if you're alive in 2024, you know that Sabrina Carpenter is a thing, and you know espresso is a thing. But I don't listen to enough terrestrial radio or regular, like, new to you playlists from Spotify to where I never actually heard the song. Yeah. So you got into her, and the more you did, the more you showed me. It was funny. You showed me like other things, her covering other people and whatnot. Anyways, so you finally played a couple of songs off the record for me, and I went from not knowing anything about her to being like, that is really solid pop music. Like, yeah, it's just,
it's good pop.
And what did you think when you first heard her? Or when you first heard the entire record? Like,
I lyrically, I think she's like so clever and so brilliant, and I think this is a really good collection of songs that show off like her pop sensibility, but also the fact that like pop music can have very, very smart and clever lyrics.
I agree.
And that's absolutely my favorite thing about her. As I lyrically, like, it's funny.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on there than the manufactured image. And I say manufactured image because everyone goes through the finishing school. Like, Sabrina fans don't take that as me saying she's manufactured. Everyone who makes it to the big time goes through some sort of thing. There's a look. That's what I'm saying. And what I like, though, is there's a lot more to her than that. The only other thing I want to mention is, you'll see in the thumbnail, you'll see the stuff we're throwing up. We are going to talk about the 1 LP Coke bottle variant of Short and Sweet. By the time this video airs, we will have ordered the 2 LP. We know that we're way late, and we probably should have just waited for the 2 LP one, but I didn't know that was like, I think it got announced like the day after I got you this.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, so that sounds like something we do.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine to have both.
I don't mind.
So having said that, we are going to be talking about the 1 LP version. And then eventually in a couple months, we'll have another video on here of the 2 LP version. Packaging. So this is a little bit different because it's, I didn't even know that there was several variants of this record. And the reason why we got this one is because I just saw it on Amazon one day, and I was like, wait a minute. Isn't that the same record with a different cover? Quickly Googled it, found out I think there's 6 variants. Sabrina fans maybe tell me that. But what I found is there are ragingly different opinions on the sound of each version.
Okay.
So I was kind of like, oh boy, how's this going to go when we get ours, right? We'll have more on that in a minute. As far as packaging goes, I like the cover and the gatefold on this a lot.
I do too.
Like, I don't have any problem with the main, like the cover everyone knows with the blue background and stuff. I don't have any problem with that, but I like this one better.
I think this cover fits better with the vibe of the album.
Yeah. The only comment that I have on the packaging, and I know it's meant to look this way, but you can't read a damn thing on the back of the cover. I'll put a picture up. The picture that I'm putting up at some point in this video where you're going to see the back cover, that's not a bad picture. There's no good angle to take a picture of that. Like, I tried like several angles, and I was like, I can't even take a picture and see what's on the back of this. But like, I know that was done on purpose. I'm not saying they like, oh, they should have had a better printer. Like, I know it was done on purpose. I don't like that it was done on purpose. But that's my, one of my number one phrases I say on the channel all the time is you don't play the cover, right? As far as sound goes, first of all, before we talk about the vinyl sound, this record is produced perfectly. Like, there is, if pristine pop music really entered the fray with Toto 4 and Michael Jackson's Thriller, and then was improved over the years, like this is where they were going. You know,
I totally do.
It
Yeah, like
sounds
yes, it absolutely
pristine.
does.
Now the vinyl, I was not aware of this when I ordered this because again, I didn't know that there was like opinions out there on different things. The vinyl sounds incredible. Dead quiet, not a pop nor a click anywhere on the record. I have since found out that I guess many people preferred this pressing of it. So it'll be interesting to see too when we get the special edition.
Oh, I'm excited.
But yeah, didn't we? Both of us kept saying, "Wow, this like this actual record sounds really good." So I love the quality of the sound, like from the production on the record itself and this pressing. I thought was great. Price is where we run into a little bit of a weird thing. Generally, and we're both very aware that vinyl records are getting more and more outrageously priced by the day. But even with how much more expensive vinyl is than literally every other format, usually most vinyl records average out to $25-$30 a piece. So with this, you're paying definitely a little extra. Like there's not a version I know of that you can find for under $40.
No, I know. And I think that's why it took us so long to pick this up in the first place, because it was mostly a principle of the thing kind of deal, you know? And then we watched the Grammys and I literally said to you, I need that album. I'm at this point like there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it's hard to say, like I've always said on this channel too, like I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but like, for me, there ended up being all the value of the $40. Like I think this record's worth every bit of $40. And by this record, I'm talking about the music contained within. Now this pressing happens to be very impressive as well, but you're not paying more for this than you would a different pressing. So that's why I say that. But it's a really, really, really solid record. Now I will say this about Sabrina Carpenter. There are a couple of different styles on this record, but they don't vary too far from each other. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't like what you've heard on her by her on the radio already, there is nothing on this album that's going to make you go, "Oh, I get it." Like you're gonna buy it and go, "Boy, that sure is more of those songs that I already didn't like." You know, I happen to like what I liked, and I was pleased that the rest of it was in the same quality level or above. So, and I'm excited to hear what's on the the extended one. I mean, I've heard the Dolly cut, but that's all I've heard. I'm purposely waiting to hear the rest. So. Should be fun. So, like I said at the top of the video, if this is your first time with us, please make sure to hit the like button. All that stuff does help out the channel. If you're a Sabrina fan, you have any opinions on any of this stuff, or you want to tell us what you think of like the pricing situation and all that, or if you're a person who feels like you don't really have any affinity for her one way or the other, and you were like $40, like let us know that too. Drop a comment and let us know. We have 3 videos on the channel every week, so feel free to dip in and get as many of those as you want to. That is Lauren. My name is Russ. As we always say, thank you so much for watching.